start my Spanish rice con gandules. So it's the cumin, the sazon, sofrito, cacao, Spanish olives, and minced garlic, and sauce, a can of sauce, can of gandules, and just regular table salt. Okay, I just use a regular pot like this for rice. Every Spanish family has one of these pots in their house somehow, some way. You're not Puerto Rican unless you have one of these pots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat the pot up and start putting in some of my ingredients. I'll put the minced garlic in with the sofrito and cacao, and then I'll just start seasoning away, and I'll show you how much of each I put in. Okay, so for the minced garlic, I'm generous with that because we like garlic in this house. So I take about a tablespoon of minced garlic, put it in the bottom of the pot. Make sure the pot's not too hot or the garlic will burn and it will taste nasty. Alright, so now that my garlic is kind of sizzling there, I'm going to put some sofrito in the bottom of the pan. So again, I usually use about 2 tablespoons of the sofrito. And the same goes with the cacao. Every Puerto Rican person makes their rice differently. So no one person will make it the same, but this is the way you like it, so that's what I'm showing you. It took me a while to get this perfected. So in a second I will put in the gandules and the sauce with the olives. Okay, so I just added to the pot the gandules and the sauce, and what I'll do is start adding in my spices now. Okay, so now I'm going to add some table salt in, usually about, I don't know, a teaspoon of that goes in. Now I'm going to add some adobo in, and that's what that is. And I like to just flavor it because I love the flavor of this, and it adds really good to the rice. And then I'll add to that some ground cumin, and I usually sprinkle a lot of that. I like the flavor of cumin. If you don't like the flavor of cumin, don't put it in. And then I'll add one of these packages into the sauce, and then I'll start adding my water and rice in. Okay, so I've added the package of sazon, and that's really basically for color, and it gives the rice that orangey color. And so now I'm getting ready to add in about 4 cups of water to this boiling concoction, and I also added some olives in. If you don't like the olives, you can keep them out. Some people like them, some people don't. So you'll see that I'm just going to let this come to a boil, and once I let it come to a boil, I'm going to add some rice in, and I'll probably put a little bit more water in because my peeps like a lot of rice. Okay, as I'm waiting for this to boil, I just want you to look at the size of my rice container. It is huge because we eat a lot of rice. And I choose the jasmine rice that has lots more flavor to the rice than regular rice. It is more expensive, but you can find it at Sam's or BJ's usually in a bulk item. That's the best way to buy it, because if you go to the grocery store and you buy jasmine rice, A little package of it's going to cost you like $9. So if I were you and you really want to eat good rice, it's the jasmine rice, and it doesn't taste like jasmine with a weird name of it, but it does have a better flavor to it. But if not, then just use a long grain rice. Okay, I did forget to add the oil in, so I just added some oil. So the big glob right there is oil. It's usually about a tablespoon and a half to maybe 2 tablespoons of oil. You can use vegetable oil or canola oil would be best. Okay, so I'm getting ready to add my rice to my water. My boiling, well, it's not water, it's the sauce and everything in there. And a lot of recipes will tell you half rice to half water, but I just kind of eyeball it, and I just use enough rice. This is a cup right there. I have 4 cups of water to that. I use enough rice to where it's just covering the rice. So we have, once I mix this together, it'll be just covering the rice. So you have like about, I don't know, ½ an inch of water maybe to where the rice starts. Okay, so once you get the rice to start boiling again, kind of keep an eye on it so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. Turn your heat down to a low medium. That way it's not burning, because it can scald the rice. You don't want scalded rice. That's the worst kind of rice that you can eat. So I'm going to wait till this kind of, the liquid kind of absorbs into the rice, and then I'm going to turn it down just a little bit more, and then I'll put the top on it and let it sit for about 30 minutes and we'll be good to go. Okay, so we can tell it's starting to soak into the rice, because you can see more of the rice than you do the liquid now. So we're going to wait till it dries up a little bit more, and then we're going to put the cover on it. Okay, so we can see that the rice is kind of, boiling itself out, and you have a lot more of the rice showing now. So we're going to turn it down to low and put the cover on it and let it cook for about 30 minutes. So we're going to check on our rice. It's been about 30 minutes, so we're going to check on that. And it's almost done. You can tell it's still a little sticky. Needs to kind of dry up a little bit as I'm working it and stirring it. It's looking good. So it probably needs another 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, so we're going to check on the rice. It's been about 10 minutes and the rice is looking really good. We're done. Okay, so I'm going to add this chicken to the rice, and all I did was I boiled about 6 small breast sized chickens with the rib meat, the ribs bones on them, because the bones actually give the meat a lot more flavor when you're boiling them. So I boiled it until it's about ready to fall off the bone, and I peeled all the bones off, and I put some of the sofrito in it, and I added some salt, some of the green cacao, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add my chicken to the rice. This is not the actual Puerto Rican way of doing arroz con pollo, but this is my way of doing it. So I'm just going to add it to the rice. The rice is all the way cooked now, and but what I'm going to do is just let this kind of the chicken kind of cook with the rice for about another 10 minutes or so, because both things are already cooked, but I just want to kind of let them cook together and kind of marry those flavors in there together.